We live in a world where social media is huge and everyone uses it for personal and business reasons. Also, the thought process of if there isn't a picture, it didn't happen exists. But have you ever taken time to think how much social media affects your day to day life, both positive and negative? Well, stick around and I'm going to give you 4 things that we can do together to make sure that social media does not have a negative effect on us. Hi, I'm Keisha from KeishaGolder.com, and of course, you know I have some really good tips for you today on how to not let social media affect you negatively. I know for myself and possibly for others, there have been a time or two where we have been overwhelmed by the things presented on social media. So, I'm going to share tips on how to stop getting overwhelmed and not let social media have a negative influence over your life. The first tip is to simply take a break. There are often times where we just unplug some things because it's not performing the way that we are used to it performing. So we unplug it or we turn it off, and then once we give it a rest, it comes back and it's performing the way that it should. Well, taking a break from social media does that for us. It allows us to recharge, regroup, rest, and actually come back to reality. A lot of times social media overwhelms us with images of all of these successful people, all of these people doing things, but that's just an image that is being presented to us. But because it's an image that's being presented to us, we don't know whether it's real or fake a lot of times. So unplugging allows us to take a break, get back to reality, and focus on the things that are important, the things that are in front of us, the things that are tangible. It allows us to use this new free time of being unplugged to possibly work on things that we need to work on. Maybe we need to focus more on creating a schedule for using social media for our business, or determining how you are going to spend your time on social media for personal. Taking a break doesn't have to be long. It could be a couple of hours, a couple of days. Some people have gone weeks and months. It all depends on you. But when you decide to take a break, decide how long it's going to be for you, whether or not you are going to take a complete social media break. So that's from all of the social media sites, or if it's just 1 or 2 sites that you're taking a break from. And then figure out, what are you going to do with that time? Are you going to invest that time in a new hobby? Are you going to take a course? Are you going to just pamper yourself? What are you going to do with this time that you found from not being on social media? Because let's be realistic, a lot of us spend hours a day just scrolling through social media, and those are hours that can be spent doing other things. There's nothing wrong with taking a break. It helps to free our mind. It helps to declutter our mind from all of these perfect images and thoughts and emotions that come across on the screen. My second tip is to create an intention or purpose when you are using social media. Yes, you use it for personal reasons. Yes, you use it for business reasons. But before you go on social media, and it could be days before, it could be the moment before, create an intention. Create a purpose. Why are you going on social media? What is the reason for you to go on social media? Is it just to scroll social media to catch up on things? And if that's the case, how long do you plan on scrolling? Because, like I said, it's easy to get caught up scrolling social media for hours, and then you look up, half the day is gone and you've done nothing. You have not been productive because you've done nothing but scroll social media, catching up. So create your intention. Are you going on there to interact with Your followers? Are you going on there to interact or gain customers? Are you posting business posts? Are you reading DMs? What are you doing? And how long are you giving this task? You have to be intentional about everything that you do in order for it to become a habit and to change the way that you've been doing things. Getting lost on social media for hours is no longer helping us. It has a negative effect on us because we are putting off so many other things that we could be doing, so many other things that are going to help us elevate to the next level. So when we decide to get on social media, we need to create an intention or a purpose for this social media visit and how long we plan on giving time to this social media visit. Every single time you decide you need to get on social media or you want to get on social media, have an attention and have an amount of time set for being on it on that one time. My next tip is to unfollow anybody that makes you second guess yourself, anybody that makes you feel less than who you are, anybody who makes you feel uncomfortable. Unfollow them. And this tip is a major tip because a lot of people just feel like they need the followers or other people need followers. So they continue to follow them because they want them to have interactions. But if someone is not making you feel good about yourself, if someone every time you interact with them, you feel this small, you don't need that interaction. This tip, unfollowing, is true in real life as well. We have to be mindful of the things that we're putting in our minds and bodies, the thoughts that we create, the feelings, and all of these things. And if we are following people on social media who are adding to the negativity that's already there, that we put on ourselves, we don't need to follow them. So have an unfollow party. Unfollow anyone who does not make you feel good every time you come on. And I'm not saying that they have to be talking directly to you, but if you don't look at a post and smile, if you don't look at a post and say, oh, that's a wonderful thing that they're doing, if it's always dog, cat, mouse, rat, this person get on my nerves, unfollow them. You don't need to look at that energy every time that person comes on your feed. You don't need to see or be bombarded with negativity every time you open Instagram or Facebook. You want to be filled with positivity. You want that positivity in your life to be reinforced by the people around you. And although it's through social media, your followers, the people that you follow, those are people in your circle one way or another because their content is coming into your view through the timeline. So unfollow those who have negative comments. Unfollow those who create negative images. Unfollow those who just do not have a good vibe about themselves. Protect your energy. And that's the first thing that you can do to protect your energy. Unfollow those who are just overall negative. And this goes for real life too. My fourth tip for everyone is to keep your content positive. Now, just like I said, to unfollow someone who's negative, make sure that you are giving people positive content. Not to say that everything has to be rainbow, sunshine, and palm trees, but make sure that even if you don't feel it in the moment, make sure that your content is not bringing someone else down. Make sure that your content, even if you have to address a negative situation, make sure that you put a positive spin on it. Everything does not have to be negative. Everything does not have to be sad. Everything does not have to be an argument. And yes, I know sometimes we get very emotional and we want to run straight to social media and just vent. Let's not do that. Let's make sure that when people interact with us, they leave feeling a little better than what they did when they came on social media. Let's make sure we are uplifting. Because, Facebook has memories, Instagram has memories, Snapchat has memories. So when those things pop back up a year from now, 2 years from now, you don't want to see those things that you're posting as, wow, I really posted that. Once you posted, it's out there forever. So make sure that you're posting things that are not only uplifting to you, but that can be uplifting to others. I know social media has become such a big part of everyone's lives that it's kind of hard to differentiate between reality and what someone posts on social media. But guess what? It's very important for us to differentiate between the two. It's also important for us to be mindful of how much time we're spending on social media, how much energy we are giving social media. Are we neglecting our friends and family in real life? Are we just interacting into this bubble with these people that we've never met? Not to say that it's a bad thing, but guess what? You have real people behind you. You have real people around you. They need interaction too. So, here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to actually take some time to go through your list of followers or the people that you follow. And I want you to take some time and look at their content. Does their content make you feel good about yourself, or does their content bring you down? If their content brings you down, I want you to unfollow them. In the comment section below, tell me how many people you ended up unfollowing and how you feel now that your timeline does not have the negativity. You know I'm going to read every single comment. And of course, I will see you guys next video.